You're watching my favorite YouTube channel, Not So Happy News. I figure, since you liked my Jonathan Majors coverage, you'd be interested in me reading this also. It's from Rolling Stone. I'm going to lean towards you gotta be proven guilty, so as sensitive as this is, that's my nature to do like. It's from Rolling Stone, and let's scroll down and see. DJ Akademiks sued for RAPE and defamation. Her name's Fozia Abash, claims she was assaulted multiple times at the internet personality's home, first by two men who drugged her, and then by Akademiks himself. It's not written by Cheyenne Whitetree. DJ Akademiks is facing a new lawsuit accusing him of and SA and defamation. The lawsuit was filed by Zia, who dated the internet personality, real name Livingston Allen, after meeting him online in 2021. She alleges that in July of 2022, he contacted her and invited her to her house in New Jersey. I'm going to stop there, even though it's not the end of the sentence. You know what I think. A guy invites a girl over. What else could it be for? It's like, while wrongdoing can still occur, you're trying to prove this in court. And so far, that's one very easy or very strong evidence to assist his defense. Like, bro, I said come over to my base and she came. We consensually did what happened. I'm just saying, I'm not discounting that wrongdoing could have occurred, crimes could have occurred. So came to his house in New Jersey, not suspecting any ill intentions, even though they allegedly hadn't seen each other for almost a year. We haven't seen each other a year. Come over to my house. I think the come over to my house is very strong. And when he's trying to defend himself, like, yeah, what else was it for? I mean, if he's even claiming he did have, was it consensual intercourse? When Zia arrived, however, she was met by two men identified as John Doe 1, John Doe 2, whom she did not expect to be there. She didn't expect to be there. She was ambushed. Then she claims that the two men drugged her drink and plied her with alcohol. Plied her. What does ply her with alcohol mean? They offered it and she took it by choice. The two men drugged her drink, because what she's basically saying, what I'm hearing as a defense lawyer, is that you came over to the crib, you were comfortable enough to take drinks with alcohol in them. You're just saying that they spiked it, but you were admitting that you did while you were there. When there's two men who you say you weren't expecting, you still did something to your conscious. You still inebriated yourself intentionally. So how uncomfortable were you? Like, why didn't you leave right away if this was a problem? Like, kind of thing. She claims that the two men drugged her drink, and which is possible too, right? They drugged her drink. There's evidence, right? Isn't there ways to test your blood and other ways to prove that was possible? So I'm not crapping on her. I'm in the middle of reading this as it occurs. Before assaulting and her on his pool deck. Then Zia says the drugs impacted her memory and caused her to lose consciousness. I wish they said which drugs it was, but I guess she probably doesn't know, right? Because it wasn't her choice. According to the suit, she claims she was later woken up around 4 a.m. You know what? They didn't say what time she did go. They didn't say what time he was inviting her, which I guess would help him if he's sending that invitation at 10:30 p.m. But she later woke up at 4 a.m. in a bedroom by Allen, who was pulling her hair, prying open her legs, and brutally her. They don't say allegedly, but because they're using quotations, they're able to quote what Zia said in the suit. That's why they're not saying allegedly. I'll say allegedly that happened. Zia accuses Allen or DJ Akademiks of penetrating her. Oh boy. ANALLY and V, and says she was begging him to stop and crying for most of this assault, but losing her ability to move physically. I'm sympathetic if that happened, the way that she said that it happened. It's terrible if it happened like that. I also have to look at the timing that this is coming out. Like this happened in 2022, she's saying. DJ Akademiks' reputation has never been lower. The way he's Drake writing. I just made that up on the spot. The way he's Drake writing right now, he's being looked at badly. I believe this is the first time she's filing the suit, but she was talking about it earlier. The fresh and fit connections that he has, self-imposed, but his reputation is taking a hit right now. And did she wait to pounce on it at this exact moment when there was a guy named Ebony Prince 247 that's on Twitter saying Akademiks is wrong, and like his value or his reputation is low right now, and so is now the time to pounce with the suit. The following day, according to the lawsuit, Zia asked DJ Akademiks for details about what happened the previous night. The following day, she asked what happened the previous night. Is that in person? Is that on the phone? Is that in the bed that they just slept in the same night in? He allegedly showed her a trash can that contained 2 condom wrappers, which suggested to Zia that after the alleged pool deck attack, the 2 John Does had taken her into another room in the house and continued to rape her brutally. So he shows her the wrappers, which would have meant that they were used and those 2 guys did it. But she says she doesn't remember that it happened. But because of the evidence of those 2 wrappers, then it did happen. Zia also claimed that DJ Akademiks showed her surveillance footage. There we go. Evidence. I like this. So surveillance footage of the alleged pool deck attack. We have some stuff here. If that evidence does exist. She claimed that she showed evidence. So that would be subpoenaed, I guess. They would have to show the evidence. Unless they do what the Jonathan Majors Black Lane did and says, just the camera wasn't recording in the back seat. We don't have the evidence. According to her, as she watched the video, she looked like she was just lying there lifeless, which did not sit right with her. Oh, so he's saying, look, you guys, you weren't fighting or anything. It happened. What are you talking about? In his head, he's showing her this evidence, if that even happened, allegedly. And in her head, she's going, yeah, but I'm not even I'm lifeless. I'm not even moving. So this is me being taken advantage of. Yeah, he can go here or there. But that evidence, I guess you could watch the action in court, and then the jury could make up their minds. According to text messages included in the lawsuit, later that day, on July 17, he told her to get tested and said he would do the same. Because those 2 dudes did it with you. And since I did it with you, I could have contained what those dudes got. And those are in text messages, so that happened. Zia said she found the statement odd. Kind of. But also not kind of. Safety first. And the suit argues that the text was proof that he, who had not slept with Zia for over a year, engaged in unprotected intercourse with her that night. Even with protected intercourse, it's like 99% safe to wear protection, but that 1% still exists. DJ Akademiks did not reply to a request for comment of this article. He shouldn't, and should he go to court, he shouldn't even take the stand to defend himself. After contacting her lawyer for advice, Zia went to the police. The authorities first told her visit a hospital for a kit. There we go. Which she did. Okay, we got some evidence here. Oh boy. DJ Akademiks, I told you when I started this, I'm leaning towards you're innocent and you got to be proven. But if there's a video of you that you showed of those 2 dudes and she's really lifeless, then it looks like this all happened at your crib. Now that's not you doing the act, doing the deed, but still, if I can believe that those 2 John Does, while she was lifeless, did that, it's going to be easier for me to believe that DJ Akademiks took part in wrongdoing. The level of severity, I'm not saying what, but it's more believable. So there was a kit. The kit reportedly led to the discovery of traces of DJ Akademiks' DNA I can say sperm. She claims. Oh, she's claiming it. I'm going to believe her. That's not just something you say. We did a DNA test. There was a kit and it was inside of me. I'm a believer, but allegedly. She then spoke with the authorities in person and photographs were taken of bruises on her arm, on her back, on her buttocks, and her legs. Yeah, the bruises on the arm. They could be from rough, consensually rough, but also it's what she's claiming. We'll see what the video shows. Yeah, yo, this is interesting to me. He still has, I called her at night to come be with me. He still has that. And she still came over. And those two dudes were there, but she didn't. I'm just saying there's a video evidence of them allegedly while she was lifeless doing it. And that's enough. That's the smoking gun right there. If you can look at that video evidence and see how she's like not cooperating, then damn. I'm gonna believe her even the thing that doesn't have video evidence of the but there's sperm inside her. I'm gonna believe her. Zaya also sat for a recorded wire call with DJ Akademiks, during which she claimed he graphically recounted and admitted to having intercourse with her. Whether he had intercourse with her or not, like as soon as he texts you, come over, and you come over, we can gather that. But the nature which you described it as was, I woke up at 4 a.m. all of a sudden my legs were open and I wasn't consenting to it. That's the debate. I can see those two John Doe 1, John Doe 2 going down. But getting Akademiks is the interesting part. Now, he still housed that interaction. Like, I'm sure he gets blame for being the host of that party. Still, to get him on it is a lot. Even going so far as to describe her V word. So that's recorded on a wire call. If she says so, I'm going to believe that she said it's recorded and it really exists. This led to cops to obtain a warrant for the surveillance footage and the other evidence. Zaya later claimed that Allen disposed of several items, bed sheets, at the dumpster near his office. Presumably, DJ Akademiks was attempting to destroy the evidence of the RAPE. There we go. You got some evidence. You want to destroy the evidence. Despite taking her allegations to the police, Zaya chose silence per the lawsuit. That's fishy also. If there's a woman in here who can describe to me why she would go into the police, done all this, and then goes, no lawsuit, let's just chill on that. It is, like I said earlier, it's waiting for an opportune moment where DJ Akademiks' reputation was never lower. Let's keep reading. It says now, per the lawsuit, ostensibly decided not to press charges. Her decision to bring the lawsuit comes after the allegations were brought to light at the end of 2023, I remember, after both she and Akademiks addressed the incident on social media. Akademiks denied assaulting Zaya, and in a December video claimed he was asleep at home while the two John Does allegedly assaulted her on the pool deck. Allegedly assaulted her. Wait, did Akademiks say that? Let me go to that video. Oh, it's an hour-long video. I'm not going to watch an hour-long video. I was hoping somebody would have a timestamp of when exactly that it happened, but we're not going to watch the whole damn video. It says she was getting trained. Acknowledging the surveillance footage of the alleged attack, DJ Akademiks said, she was getting trained by my two men's on my pool deck. Trained. Not trained as in like preparing for something. Train is like a twosome, a threesome. The suit alleges that DJ Akademiks defamed her by accusing her of voluntarily having an orgy with his friends at his home while maintaining that he never participated at all. Well, if the video does show that he never participated at all, but the sperm shows that there was precipitation at one point in time, we can just say that, yeah, it did happen afterwards when you got with her. Let's just see how voluntary it is. We got to see that surveillance. We can see how willing she was. Now, it doesn't prove whether she was drugged or not, But when we watch her actions while she's there, we can come to a conclusion, or the jury can. The suit goes on to allege that Allen knew his statements in the video were misleading and false, as he was in possession of text messages from Zaya, where she stated that she did not know what happened to her, and that it was Mr. Allen, DJ Akademiks, who informed her of the night's events. He's probably showing her like, oh look, there's video actually here. It was you. No, nothing happened. Look, it was you. You were there. You wanted to do it. You looked like you were wanting to do it. It was all on, and we have a video of it on the pool deck. I didn't see the video. In a statement, she says, "I'm confident that the justice system will prevail and the veil will be removed and no other woman will have to endure what I did." Her lawyer, Tyrone Blackburn, added, "Litigation is always the last resort, after several unsuccessful attempts to privately resolve this case." How do you privately resolve a crime? You mean get paid for it? Privately resolve it. Like, if it happened and it's wrong and it's a crime and it's what needs, justice needs to be served, right? So I just don't know how you privately resolve something. Is that like extortion? Is it, what's the word for that? I'm sympathetic if it happened really the way she happened, and if she did happen, she should want this guy to be not able to do this again to another woman. But she would have just taken some money and sat down and said, it's fine. I'm back on here. There I am again. Now I'm not even look at how I switched. I'm leaning toward the defense, and then I'm okay, she's got a video, I'm leaning towards her, and now I'm looking at, what do you mean privately resolve this case? And then Ms. Zaya was left no choice other than to file. Mr. Allen's hubris will be his downfall. Ooh. And that would be that. How do you guys think about how that ended? They did try to reach out to him. That's a question I'm going to leave out to you in this 18-minute video. I don't need it to be any longer. But for them to say, we tried to privately resolve it, what, do you mean to get him to plead guilty? What does privately resolve mean other than we would have taken $1 million and shut it up? I don't know. Is Kendrick going to play Have You Ever with DJ Akademiks now? Hope you like this coverage. On the home page of my YouTube channel, there's some more Jonathan Majors coverage, which I think you would be very fond of. If not that, check out this video. It's the full story where I go through all the YouTubers who provided coverage to the Jonathan Majors case, including Danny, who was there at the courthouse. Dr. Hines had some coverage. We know Mark Nicholson Law. We got Legal Bites, the channel Rants and Bants providing commentary like only he can, and then Kat closing it out, reading the judge's denial to appeal. The thumbnail is right down there for you.